This beautiful ballroom in the Marriott in Tempe, Arizona, just down the street from where it's all going to go down Saturday night. We're going to be at the Desert Diamond Arena. Quick correction, we're going to start on ESPN Plus at 5 p.m. Pacific. And then our co-feature and main event, 7 o'clock on ESPN. The WBO Junior Lightweight Championship of the World is on the line. Oscar Valdez, the champion, Emmanuel Navarrete joining me now. But before we get to these gentlemen, it's only fitting that this special showdown between two of Mexico's modern-day greats, we celebrate two of the all-time greats. They're with us. First, he is the first Mexican boxer to win world titles in 4 weight classes. He has 52 career victories and was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2018. He is the fighting pride of Zona Norte, Tijuana, Mexico. Erik, El Terrible Morales. Come on up here, champ.
Where's he at?
He's in the build. There he is. Thank you. Yeah, right here, right here. Second special guest. He is a 3-weight world champion who tallied 67 victories over a 22-year career. He also was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2017. From Mexico City, please welcome the babyface assassin, Marco Antonio Barrera.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo andas, vaquero? ¿Bien?
Bien.
¿Listo?
Now I'm going to ask our knockouts to unveil this incredible jacket, which is designed by Kiko Baez out of Tijuana. He's an amazing designer. He designed this Mexican Pride jacket, who will be presented to the winner Saturday night. Thank you, girls. Come on back. So the winner of Saturday night's fight will be presented this incredible jacket designed by Kiko Baez, an amazing designer out of Tijuana. We're grateful for this presentation, which will happen Saturday night at the conclusion of the bout as well. I want to bring in our former champs. First of all, thank you so much for being here. And Gabe, you'll do some translating. Please just ask these incredible warriors about this current title fight that is on the line Saturday night, which has the potential to go down as one of the greatest of all time.
Una pregunta para los dos. ¿Qué significa este combate este sábado que puede ser una de las mejores peleas de toda la historia?
Bueno, creo que muy buenas tardes. Creo que es una gran oportunidad para estos dos peleadores mexicanos demostrar que el boxeo mexicano siempre es muy emocionante. He tenido la oportunidad de platicar con ellos de manera separada y los dos hablan de una gran guerra. Entonces vine a ver y agradezco a Bob la oportunidad de estar aquí sentado para ver esa gran guerra.
Well, I think this is good because it's a big opportunity for both fighters who are Mexicans to show that Mexican boxing is always exciting. I've had the opportunity to talk to both separately, and both have talked about a big war. I want to thank Bob Arum for the opportunity to be here to be seated for this.
Buenas tardes. Primeramente, gracias, Bob Arum, Kiko Baez, por la invitación. Yo estoy muy feliz de que me hayan invitado a esta tremenda pelea. Siempre que hay un boxeador mexicano arriba del ring, mexicoamericano o mexicano al 100%, yo creo que son guerras. Y en esta ocasión, creo que tanto Valdez como el vaquero Navarrete saben lo que viene arriba del cuadrilátero. Y sin especular, sin adelantar, creo que va a ser una pelea como todos los mexicanos la saben dar.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Bob Arum and Kiko Baez, for the invitation. I'm happy to have been invited to this tremendous fight. Every time that there's a Mexican boxer in the ring, whether Mexican or Mexican-American, it's always going to be a war. And Valdez and Navarrete know that when they get in the ring, without speculating too much, it's going to be the kind of fight that we're all used to seeing.
When you watch the sport now, as compared to when you guys were in your prime going at it, are there any differences, or is it just business as usual?
Comparando las peleas de hoy con la época en la que ustedes pelearon, ¿hay diferencias grandes o es lo mismo?
No entendí la pregunta.
Comparando las peleas de hoy día entre los boxeadores mexicanos, ¿es igual como?
Bueno, todas las peleas son buenas. A veces en aquella época las la rivalidad, bueno, era un poquito más difícil por el chilango, pero bien, al final del día, no quisiera revivirla tan pronto. No, va a estar bien. Son buenas, al final los mexicanos pelean por el corazón, por el orgullo, por no dejarse. No importa el cinturón, no importa la chamarra, no importa nada. No importan otros países, importa quién es el mejor de México. Creo que eso es lo que van a ver el sábado.
Well, all fights are good, but the rivalries and the fights were more difficult, especially for those from Mexico City. And so it's good. At the end of the day, I know it's going to be good because Mexicans always fight with heart and pride because they don't want to lose. And it doesn't matter whether it's about a belt or a jacket. Nothing matters. It's about who's best. It doesn't matter what countries you're from. It matters who's best for Mexico.
Yo creo que las peleas entre mexicanos siempre van a seguir siendo las mismas, emocionantes. Hay que recordar Zamora, Rubén Olivares, hay que recordar las que tuve con Erik, que tuve con Juan Manuel Márquez. Yo creo que siempre un boxeador mexicano arriba del ring con esa sangre caliente, con esas ganas de llegar a ser y de poder decir, yo me coloqué entre las mejores peleas históricas entre mexicanos. Yo creo que ellos es lo que están buscando, no el cinturón, no nada, sino el reconocimiento de todos ustedes que es público y el agrado para toda la gente que las va a ver tanto en vivo como en televisión.
I think fights between Mexicans are always exciting. And you have to remember Zamora, Rubén Olivares, the fights with me and Erik Morales, Juan Manuel Márquez. Every time that there's a Mexican boxer in the ring, you know it's going to be a war because they come in with that hot blood, ready to fight. And so when it comes to fighting, they're not looking for the belt. What they're looking for is the recognition from all of you that who is the best, and that's what these guys are looking for, to get that kind of recognition of who is the best, both here in the public and on TV.
Before we get to our fighters, one last question for both of you, and just a sincere thank you on behalf of everybody at Top Rank for coming and being with us on this such a historic fight week. What do you miss the most about not being in the game anymore?
Para los peleadores, ¿qué extrañas más de pues no estar peleando como antes? ¿Qué es lo que más extrañas de esa época donde estaban peleando?
Bueno, cada vez que uno subía al ring, por lo menos yo, puedo hablar de mí, siempre era ofrecer un espectáculo, hacer que la gente saliera contenta de la arena, hacer que la gente vibrara de lo que se llama boxeo. Y a veces había que arriesgar, a veces sabíamos que tenemos enfrente un gran rival, así que a veces teníamos que dar lo mejor de nosotros para que fuera una gran noche.
Well, each time I get in the ring, well, at least for me, I try to offer a big show and make people happy, that they feel happy when they walk away from the ring, from the arena, and that they walk away vibrating from this sport of boxing. And sometimes you have to take a risk. Sometimes you know that you have a big opponent in front of you, but you know that's what it was about. And we have this big battle in front of us.
Bueno, yo creo que yo en realidad yo sí no extraño nada de esas grandes noches que estoy arriba del ring, porque estos grandes peleadores me hacen recordar y revivir lo que yo entregué arriba del cuadrilátero. Yo creo que ellos van a hacer lo mismo, van a pasar del plan A al plan B y tal vez se van a olvidar del plan y van a dar una extraordinaria pelea. Esto es lo que mantiene vivo el boxeo y lo que me tiene no extrañarlo tanto, porque no es lo mismo recibir, estar arriba del ring, que la verdad estar abajo de espectador.
I really don't miss the big nights because these two right here, they make me remember and relive those big fights that I delivered in the ring. And I think that they will do the same. Perhaps there's a plan A, perhaps there's a plan B, perhaps they'll forget the plans and give us an amazing fight. Fights like these are what keep boxing alive, so I don't miss it because it's not the same to be in the ring receiving the punches than to be outside as a spectator.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Again, Erik El Terrible Morales and the baby-faced assassin, Marco Antonio Barrera. Round of applause for these guys, these champions, for being with us. All right, I want to bring in our two competitors. Listen, this year so far has been an incredible year for boxing. Fight after fight, mega fight after mega fight, and Saturday night is no different. The WBO Junior Lightweight Championship of the World on the line. Oscar Valdez, Emmanuel Navarrete. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. Fight week is upon us. We are here in Arizona, and it is going to be an all-out war Saturday night. Oscar, I want to start with you. 32 years old, two-division world champion. What would it mean to you to win another world title? Not only that, but to win over Emmanuel Navarrete.
Good afternoon to everybody. Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody, Tape Talk Prank, thank Barrera, the man, for making this fight happen. For me, this fight means the world. It means the world because after coming off the loss against Sugar Stevenson, it only sparked something different in me. It woke something up. It made me realize how much I miss boxing, how much I love the sport. Being a year off boxing just made me miss it so much. I miss being a champion. I miss being proud of myself, being a champion, and this is my opportunity. So it literally means the world to me to get this chance to become a world champion again, and I'm coming strong. I'm willing to give it all inside the ring.
Champ, 28 years old, 11-year professional, 3-division champion. You're making your first defense at 130 in what some are calling a potential fight of the year. How excited are you to face Oscar Valdez?
Navarrete, 28 años de edad, 11 años en el profesionalismo, campeón en 3 divisiones, primera defensa en la división de las 130 libras, en una pelea que todos piensan que puede ser candidato como pelea del año. ¿Qué tan emocionante es estar en este combate?
Hola, antes que nada agradezco mucho a toda la gente que está aquí presente. Bob, gracias siempre. Top Rank en general, muchas gracias por todo. Creo que todos sabemos que esta pelea está levantando mucha expectativa. Sería un fraude totalmente si Valdez y yo no nos entregamos al 100%. Creo que todos sabemos que lo que menos espera la gente es que no haya una guerra en el ring, y creo que traemos el chip bien puesto para que se pueda dar una buena pelea. Obviamente el hecho de que Barrera y Terrible estén aquí, la empresa nos quiere decir algo, ¿no? Que tenemos que hacer algo, por lo menos cerca de lo que ellos hicieron, y pues la verdad es el objetivo. Yo creo que está todo puesto para que se pueda dar un gran combate. Valdez lo veo y creo que está listo. Se respira un ambiente pesado, pues sabemos que ya estamos a un día de subirnos al cuadrilátero, y creo que va a ser una gran noche el sábado.
Hello to all. Thank you to all the people present. Bob, thank you. Top Rank, to everyone in general from Top Rank, thank you. I know that this fight has raised expectations, and I think it would be fraudulent for both me and Navarrete and me and Valdez to not give 100% in the ring. And so we all know what to expect in the ring, and we all know that we expect a good fight. And the fact that Barrera and Morales is here tells us that our promoter is telling us something. They at least want to see something close to what they did, and that's the objective, to give a big fight. And I see Valdez. I see that he's ready, and the environment here, it's a nice, heavy environment, and I think we're just 2 days away from the fight, and it's going to be a big night.
Listen, both of you guys are so well respected in the sport of boxing, but you are sons of Top Rank Boxing, and having Bob sit front row, I know it's always tough for Bob to sit here and watch these press conferences because he has such respect for both of you as fighters, and somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose, but I know sometimes Bob wishes that both of you could walk away victorious. I know we've had that conversation many times. Champ, your last fight in which you won the title, you were knocked down in the 4th round, and I remember watching you during that knockdown. You looked at your corner and you waved them off. You said, "I'm fine, nothing to worry about." You eventually stopped Liam in the 9th. What happened in that 4th round, and is that something that you took from that fight and you've learned from?
En tu última pelea, cuando ganaste el título, te tumbaron en el 4º asalto. Recuerdo que miraste a tu esquina y le dijiste que todo estaba bien, y luego en el 9º noqueaste a tu rival. Pero ¿qué pasó en ese 4º asalto y qué aprendiste de ese combate?
Pues realmente fue un asalto en donde no esperaba que cayera al ring. Desgraciadamente toco la lona, por alguna otra razón Wilson logra derribarme. Me levanto y me doy cuenta que realmente estoy un poco lastimado. En la esquina pues todos estaban también muy como espantados, traían mucha presión porque nunca habían visto algo así. Creo que fue una sorpresa para todos. Después de eso me recupero al 100%, creo que empiezo a enfadarme conmigo mismo por haber caído y por no poder sobresalir ante Wilson, y después empiezo a tomar nuevamente el combate, empiezo a golpear más fuerte, empiezo a presionar más a Wilson y logro derribarlo, logro ganarle por nocaut.
It was really a round in which I didn't expect I would be dropped. Unfortunately, I hit the canvas. For one reason or another, Wilson was able to drop me, but I got up. I saw that I was hurt, and my corner was shocked. They felt some pressure because they had never seen that before, so it was a surprise for all. But after that, I recovered at 100%. I was being annoyed at myself for being dropped and not being able to overcome him. But then I started to hit him harder, apply some pressure, drop him, and eventually stop him in the ninth.
Oscar, our social team and our production teams have been able to follow both camps. And just before we came on, I said, man, the footage that I got to witness up in Tahoe is pretty impressive. How was camp up there, and why Tahoe, and what did you take away from that beautiful environment?
Camp was great. You know, it could be Lake Tahoe, it could be San Diego, Guadalajara, it could be in China. Camps are the same for me. We train hard. You know, we train hard for each and every fight, and this fight especially, we train not only stronger but smarter, because we have to be smart in this fight. So that's what it was. You know, we had a perfect camp, no excuses right now. You know, Eddie Reynoso and myself have done a great job, my whole team, and we're definitely ready for this fight.
Listen, we're talking about it. You got two former champs who put on a trilogy for the ages. Here we are, Mexico versus Mexico. Does that bring a little extra spark? I would imagine it automatically does, yeah?
It's an honor. Es un honor que Marco y Erik Morales estén aquí enfrente con nosotros. It means the world to me because I grew up in this era. I grew up in the era of Marco Antonio Barrera and Erik Morales, and these two guys don't know how much they inspired me. Same as Fernando Vargas, the guy in front of us. You know, same as all these fighters. That was the era that I grew up watching, and these guys are warriors. Yo crecí viendo a Erik Morales, a Marco Antonio Barrera, personas como Fernando Vargas, donde morían en la raya. Y dicen que tengas cuidado con lo que deseas, porque estas personas son guerreros y nunca realmente sabes lo que se siente estando arriba del ring hasta que te mandan a la lona, te quiebran una costilla, te quiebran una quijada y ya empiezas a cuestionarte, realmente quiero ser un guerrero. Pero a fin de cuentas de todo esto, cuando te aplaude la gente, cuando ganas el título, cuando ganas, a fin de cuentas todo vale la pena. You know, these guys inspired me to be the person that I am today. They inspired me to be the type of fighter, you know, and what these guys are, they're warriors. You know, they might not say it right now, humble, but every time a fighter sees them, they immediately say they're warriors. And they say, you know, be careful what you wish for, because when I was a kid, I used to always want to be a warrior like these guys. And we're only human beings. When you're inside the ring and you get sent to the canvas, or you get your jaw broken, or you get a rib injury, or you get sent to the canvas, you start questioning yourself, do you really want this? At the end, my question is, I want this. I want to win. I want to be a world champion. And I want to show the fans a good fight. So I'm ready for this fight.
Thank you for that. That's fantastic. I want to come back to the champ. You wanted this fight. How come?
¿Por qué querías esta pelea?
Pues yo creo que se han dado cuenta que últimamente he dicho que la pelea con Valdez era necesario para mi carrera. Creo que por todo lo que representa, ¿no? La rivalidad entre mexicanos es algo esencial, es algo bueno para la pelea. Creo que a la gente o todo el público conocedor del boxeo, creo que me presionaba mucho diciendo que en mi carrera de repente faltaba de repente esa cerecita en el pastel, ¿no? Esa pelea tan impresionante, tan icónica, tan en donde tenga que exigirme más y cosas así. Entonces creo que tomando en cuenta esos puntos de vista, creo que la pelea con Valdez refiere todas esas partes, ¿no? Creo que Valdez es un peleador al que lo puedes llevar a la lona, le puedes romper la mandíbula, las costillas, como él lo dice, y va a seguir adelante. Entonces creo que es una prueba muy fuerte de superar para saber también el nivel en el que estamos y pues de ahí partir, ¿no? Creo que eso es lo que a mí en lo personal puede representar la pelea con Valdez. Y tomando en cuenta el punto de vista de la gente que me ha escrito mucho en redes sociales, creo que tienen razón, tal vez esta pelea puede aumentar un poco más, o más bien puede enriquecer mi carrera boxística un poco más, y yo creo que eso es lo bueno de esta pelea.
I think it's about what I've been said about this fight, which is that it is necessary for my career. Everything that it represents, this fight with Valdez. It's a rivalry between two Mexicans, which is essential and good for this fight. And boxing fans, people who know boxing, have pressured me. They said that my career needs that cherry on top, an impressive, iconic fight where we both have to really push hard. And so I took all of those points of view. And I feel that with this fight with Valdez fills all those requirements. With Valdez, you can send him to the canvas. You can break his ribs or break his jaw, like he himself said, and he'll still keep coming forward. So it's a hard test to overcome, especially at the level in which we are. And that's what this fight represents for me, this fight with Valdez. And I've seen the point of view of the people who write to me on social media, and they are right. This is a fight that can elevate my career, and so I think that's good.
Oscar, I guess the same question to you. What does this fight mean for your legacy, to have this opponent sitting across from you and to win a title in this way?
Well, like I said before, it means the world to me. It means the world to me because my biggest dream is to be in that, imaginary list. There's no list right now, but when you ask Mexican fighters, who are your top 10 to 15 to 20 top fighters, Mexican fighters, you always hear, Chico Chavez, Erik Morales, Marco Barrera, Pepino Cuevas, Salvador Sanchez, Finito Lopez. You got all these great names in boxing. I want to be in that list. But what have I done right now? Not much. Marco Antonio Barrera, 3-time division, in different divisions. Erik Morales in 4 divisions. Chavez defended his division several times. So you got to stand out. And for me to do that, I gotta win belts. I gotta make numbers in the sport. So I need this fight more than anybody does right now.
To say he has a unique style would be an understatement. Was anything in camp specified or laid out to defend or attack or exploit the style that you're going to see Saturday night?
I mean, we just train hard and smart. That's it. Because you can have the perfect game plan, but it's like Mike Tyson says, that one shot, that everyone has a game plan, so he gets hit in the face. That game plan goes out the window, and I think this fight has a perfect style for that, to just go in there and he give it his best, and I'm giving my best. So I think that's what we're going to do.
Oscar, thanks for sitting with us today. I look forward to getting you on the scale tomorrow and in the ring Saturday night. Champ, one last a question for you. Desert Diamond Arena here in Glendale Saturday night is going to be absolutely packed. The energy in there is going to be electric. What does a victory mean Saturday night to you, not only for yourself, but for your family?
Última pregunta, vamos a estar en el Desert Diamond Arena en Glendale, Arizona. Se va a llenar con mucha gente, va a haber una buena energía ahí, un buen ambiente. ¿Qué significa para ti una victoria este sábado? No solamente para ti, sino también para tu familia.
Yo creo que debo estar enfocado al 100%, eso es evidente, ¿no? La pelea representa mucho riesgo, de acuerdo a lo que todos sabemos, Valdez es muy fuerte. De ganarle a Valdez esa noche creo que estaría contento, ¿no? Pero más contento me sentiría yo de poder emular un poco estos grandes personajes que tenemos ahora, de revivir un poco esa hazaña que lograron ellos enfrentando a Valdez, ¿no? Creo que hacer un buen combate es lo primordial. Obviamente quiero ganar, ¿no? Quiero llevar a Valdez a lo máximo, quiero representarle también un problema a él. Quiero sentirme exhausto después de la pelea, quiero terminar no tan lastimado, pero sí quiero terminar muy fatigado. Cada round que pase lo voy a disfrutar, lo voy a pelear como si fuese el último y voy a tratar de que todos esa noche se diviertan mucho y disfruten mucho la pelea.
I'm very focused, it's evident. Because this fight represents a big risk for me. We all know that he is strong, and by beating him that night, I'll be very happy. But what'll make me more happy is to be able to emulate these great boxing personalities here, to be able to relive the accomplishments that they made in this fight with Valdez. And so this fight's going to be great. Winning the fight and giving a good fight is primary. I want to win, but I also want to take him to his limit, and my limit as well. I want to feel exhausted at the end of the fight. I don't want to walk away from the fight too hurt, but I want to walk away very fatigued. Each round I'm going to enjoy like it's my last, and so I'm going to make sure that everyone enjoys a great night this Saturday.
Ready to go.
Yeah, listen, it's great to sit with you. This is sort of becoming old habit for me now, and I get to learn more and more about you each time out. Are you starting to find a groove or a stride now that you've had a few fights in with Top Rank?
Yeah, no, definitely. You know, this has become a lifestyle. It's not just I'm getting ready for camp. I've been in camp, you know, pretty much this whole year. So I love what I do, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. At the end of the day, you know, I love going to the gym. I love feeling tired. I love, you know, pushing that extra mile. And at the end of the day, you know, to come and fight in front of thousands of fans and on ESPN, and you know, it's just a blessing. I thank God for my team. I thank God for, you know, my promotional company, such an amazing promotional company. At the end of the day, I'm just here to show up and go to work. That's it.
Saturday night, you're in the ring against a tough Mexican opponent. TR Matchmaking doing what they do best, right? They put you in the ring. Every time in, we see different challenges. You learn more. You grow more. What do we see Saturday night that maybe we haven't seen yet from you?
I know definitely every fighter that I get in there, they want to, you know, take away my O. They want to humiliate me. They want to embarrass me. They want to, you know, even if they look good against me, that's a win for them. So I definitely know that. I keep that in the back of my mind. You know, I train alongside of whoever I'm fighting mentally. So, you know, he never leaves my mind until, you know, the job's done. But at the same time, it's you know, we pushed the limit. We were ready for a 6-rounder this fight. This is going to be a 4-rounder. So we've been sparring 8. We've been doing everything that we've been needed to do. So, you know, I commend my dad, my trainer, and, you know, it's just a lifestyle at this point. So I'm excited to go in there and put your hard hats on. We're going to war.
Listen, I was sitting here with you, and I wrote down here, you're 19 years old, but you carry a charisma, a style of someone who's been in the game for what feels like forever. And I know you can attest a lot of that to your father and your family. How have they helped you identify your identity in the sport so that when you sit here with me, you know, fight after fight, and we get to have these conversations, you know, I try to make it conversational and casual for you guys. I have the utmost respect for what you do, but you have something that I think many fighters try to achieve but can't even get there, and here you are at 19 years old. And I got to tell you, man, I love these moments with you. So how has that, you know, I'm sitting your father right here in the front with his phone out. How have they helped you find your identity in a sport where it's sometimes very difficult to do that?
I think definitely, you know, me being younger, I've always wanted to know, I've always known what I wanted to do in my life. I think that's a blessing, and some people take years to find that, but, you know, growing up and seeing what comes from the reaping aspect or the sowing aspect of putting in hard work, I've understood that if you put in 100%, you know, you get all of these things added onto you. And, you know, I believe in 3 things. I believe in God, I believe in my work ethic, and I believe in my God-given ability. So I just go in there, I step in, and I know this is for me. You know, this isn't a fluke, and I'm here to show everybody every time that I step in and make another hater into a believer. So that's really what it is for me. I'm very competitive. I just want to win. I just want to win. It doesn't matter what it is. So if you tell me I can't do something, then I'm going to do it. You know, and I think the best compliment that I've received is that you said you were going to do everything that you did everything that they said or you said you were going to do. You know what I'm saying? So as far as my amateur career, as far as, you know, me proving people wrong there, Vargas' son isn't going to win a national tournament or this or that, or it just keeps on going. So at the end of the day, you know, I want to be that main event. I want to be, you know, where the champ is, Valdez is, and Navarrete is, you know, fighting for world titles. So I know slowly but surely, however my team wants to take me there, we'll do it.